Hi guys, today's lesson is over theoretical probability versus experimental probability, okay? And we're going to use this example, flipping a quarter here 10 times, and we're going to see how many times it lands on head and figure out what the theoretical probability of doing that is versus the experimental probability of flipping a quarter, okay, 10 times. If we look here at theoretical probability, if you hear the term in theory, it just means what should happen, okay? And theoretical probability is no different now. What should happen in an event, okay? Versus experimental probability, what actually happens in an event, okay? So there's the big difference between the two. Theoretical probability, what should happen. Experimental probability, what actually happens. All right, so let's go ahead and do this example here. Here we have a quarter, okay? What should happen if I flip this quarter 10 times? What should happen, or how many times would it land on heads? What should happen? Well, in theory, what should happen is that if one side is heads and the other side is tails, and I flip it 10 times, 5 of those times should come up a heads there. The other 5 come up tails. That's what should happen, all right? But now when I go to do the experiment here, here's what actually is going to happen, all right? I'm going to flip it here, and just take my word when I flip it here, what I have. I'll keep track of my heads and my tails right over here, all right? So I'm going to flip it here, all right? And I see here, I'm a bad flipper, by the way. 1 is heads here, so I'm going to mark heads. All right, I'm going to do this here 10 times. Okay, I'll go ahead and flip it again. This time I got another heads. All right, I'll do it one more time here. Another heads. Again, I want to flip this 10 times. I'm experimenting. Finally got a tails. Okay, I got to flip it 10 times here. I got another heads. Got a tail. So right now it's 4 to 2. Again, I want to flip it 10 times here. I got another tails. Tails are catching up there. Got another heads. So right now I flipped it 8 times. I got to flip it 10. I got another heads. And my last time here, I got a tails. All right? So I can see here, out of the 10 times that I flipped, 6 were heads, 4 were tails. So the experimental probability of how many times it will land on heads after I flip a quarter 10 times will be 6 out of 10. Okay? So that's what actually happened when I flipped the quarter there 10 times. To review, theoretical probability is what should happen in an event. Experimental probability is what actually happens in an event. Important that you keep those two separated. Thank you.